Hello everyone, today we are here with an important topic of C++ that is for loop. But first let me introduce what is basically for loop. For loop is a type of loop that execute your statement until some specified condition is true and the time or the number of execution is known to you. So this is the basic job of a for loop. So how for loop works, basically there are three type of information or condition that we imposed on a for loop. So this is the first statement, the second statement and the third statement. The first statement is basically about to execute your code before the further execution, and the second statement is about for defining your condition, that what is your condition. This statement basically represent your condition, and the third statement is when your this code get executed, then here your compiler check for the third statement that what it basically says. So this usually an update statement that usually update your statement in order to make it ready for further execution purposes. So now we will perform some advanced operation on for loop and the basic of for loop. So let's see how it works basically. First we will understand the basic syntax of for loop and then we will proceed further. Firstly, I'm gonna show you a very simple program that how a C++ for loop works, and after that I will show you some advanced feature of for loop that you can utilize to perform some advanced operation. So first, for the for loop you need to write for, and then as I have told you that the first statement, the second statement and the third statement, so these are basically three conditions that we are to specify in this. You can suppose it to be like a condition box, then you can execute the for loop. So first we need to provide a condition like and I equal to 0, and secondly we have the condition like execute I unless it is less or equal to let's say 10, and then there is an update statement which is usually either an increment or decrement depending upon your previously provided condition. So here we are taking an update statement that is increment in I. So next is the code block where you provide the statement for execution purposes. So now say suppose I want my for loop to print out the value of I until this condition is true. So here in order to make this code more clearer, we are to provide another feature like another statement that is and L, which is used for breaking line. So here we have added another statement that is and L, which is used for the purpose in order to break this line. Like if the statement is updated and after the updation of this statement, the program will come here and will break the line for next time execution. So now if we will execute our code, then we will see like 1 0 1 2. Why should be 0? Because our integer or initially provided statement has been started from 0. So let's see whether it's true or not. Here is a bug found in the program. Let me find out what is the bug. Basically, instead of providing a semicolon, I have provided just simple comma. So here I need to put that is a semicolon. Now let's execute our code. Here you can see that according to our provided condition, integer I should start from 0 and then execute or print the value of I, that is cout I until and up to I is less or equal to 10. So which means that our code will execute until and unless the provided condition at the mid of this condition box is true. So which takes start from 0 to 10, and then what basically this does, this is basically for the purpose in order to update this statement again and again for execution purposes. So now let's proceed and perform some advanced operation with for loop. So now consider the previously programmed code that is the condition is I is less or equal to 10. So now let's suppose if you want to break your code somewhere in between like 1 to 0 to 10. So what you need to do, you are to include the if condition inside for loop. So how you can do this? You are just to impose just like if and provide certain condition, that is when I is equal to, let's say, 4, then break my statement or condition, like break. So execute it and look at your program, that 0 1 2 3, but after this your code has been not executed. So what's the reason for it? The basic reason for it is we have provided a condition that if I equal 4, then you should break our code. So you can avoid this type of situation, like so now how you can use this break, what are the practical uses of this break statement, we will look at this. So let's see, there is a program that you want to avoid such type of condition, like if you are having some sort of data that you are to input in a machine, and there is some like data that is, let's say 4 is a number that you don't want to include in your code because it can cause damages to your machine, and you want to avoid this. So here you will impose in another condition that will just notify you that the 4 has been found, which could damage your computer or your machine. That's why we break your statement. So let's apply this. Here let's say write cout and print me like the result warning. Four was found in data. It could be another digit or another type of information, but here we have supposed this to be 4. So execute your code, you will see that 0 1 2 3 warning, 4 was found in data, so that's why your your condition was breaked. So this is some important application of for loop and its advanced uses. So there is another feature that if you want to include the further execution of your code, but if you want to just notify me but don't break my code in the mid. So how you can do this? You can do this very simply, like instead of applying the break statement, you need to use another condition or another statement that is continue. So it will work same to break, but the only difference will be it will just notify you. So let's see how it works. Just remove this and continue. Here let's impose right or previously defined condition that was not a basically condition, that was a kind of statement, that was warning 4 was found in data. Let's make it more clearer, that is end L and close your statement. So execute it. Here you can see that 0, 1, 2, 3. When your program reaches to the condition where you have provided that for should not be executed during execution, so it will notify you that warning 4 was found in data, but it didn't included the digit 4, but it further allow your password or your condition or your code to be executed further. So this is some important trick on C++, that is for loop, that you can perform. So hope you have understood completely. Thank you so much for watching, and do subscribe my channel. Thank you so much.